Have you ever felt a deep connection to a place you've never been? Or maybe you have skills or fears that seem to appear out of nowhere. Get ready to uncover something extraordinary. These clues might be reflections of your past lives, and yes, they're still shaping who you are today. Many spiritual traditions believe that our current experiences are directly tied to the journeys we've lived before. Just imagine that unexplainable fear of water might stem from a past life, or that natural musical talent. It could be something you mastered long ago. In this video, you'll discover 5 clear signs that prove how your past lives are influencing your present. And the 5th sign is so powerful, it could completely change the way you view life's challenges. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Do you believe in past lives? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your perspective matters. And of course, stick with me until the end. You won't want to miss the 5th clue. It might just reveal what's holding back your spiritual growth right now. Ready to uncover the mysteries of your past lives? Let's get started. Reincarnation is the idea that our soul experiences multiple lifetimes in different bodies and eras, with the purpose of learning and evolving. This belief is found in many spiritual traditions around the world, such as Hinduism, Buddhism, and Spiritism. Each life we live is like a chapter in a larger book that tells the story of our soul's evolution. With each reincarnation, we carry over unresolved lessons, karmic debts to settle, and gifts we've cultivated in previous lives. For example, in Spiritism, it's believed that our choices in this life have direct consequences for the next, creating a continuous cycle of learning. Similarly, memories from past lives can subtly manifest as fears, talents, or even instant connections with people we've just met. Now that you understand what reincarnation is, let's explore how these past lives can leave clear marks that profoundly impact your current life. These clues are all around you and within you. You just need to know where to look. Have you ever felt like you've been to a completely new place before, or sensed that you already knew someone you just met? This is what we call déjà vu, and for many, it might be a glimpse into past lives. Déjà vu is that moment when everything feels strangely familiar, even though you've never experienced it in this lifetime. According to spiritual scholars, these episodes can be flashes of memories from other incarnations surfacing in your consciousness as fragments of a distant past. Imagine visiting a city for the first time, but instinctively knowing the streets and landmarks without ever having seen a map, or meeting someone and feeling an instant connection, as if you've known them for years. These moments of recognition could be reflections of connections or experiences from past lives that still resonate within you. One famous story involves a child who, upon visiting a city, was able to describe in detail the house they claimed to have lived in during another life. Stories like these, often documented, carry a sense of mystery and fascination that reincarnation seems to explain perfectly. What about you? Have you ever experienced a moment of déjà vu that you couldn't explain? Share your story in the comments. It could be the perfect example of how past lives manifest in the present. Now let's move on to the next clue, which might reveal surprising talents you already possess. Have you ever met someone who seems to master a skill effortlessly, even from childhood, without ever having practiced? Or perhaps you've discovered a natural talent for music, art, or sports that seem to come out of nowhere. These innate gifts could be echoes of abilities honed in past lives. Think about child prodigies, like Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, who composed his first pieces at just 5 years old. How can such extraordinary skill exist in such a young mind? For many spiritual traditions, the answer lies in reincarnation. These children are thought to be tapping into abilities they perfected in previous lifetimes, carrying them into the present as part of their essence. And it's not just about famous geniuses. Many people discover spontaneous talents throughout their lives, like speaking a language they've never studied or mastering a musical instrument without formal training. These abilities might be remnants of something you've already mastered in a past existence. Now think about your own life. Is there a talent or skill you've always had but can't explain? Something that feels too natural to be mere coincidence? Share your story in the comments. It's amazing to see how many people have these unique gifts that point to their past lives. In the next clue, we'll explore how traumas and fears can also serve as profound indicators of something much deeper. Get ready to uncover the mysteries of unexplainable phobias. Have you ever felt an irrational fear of something that doesn't make sense? Like a fear of heights, water, or even confined spaces, without ever experiencing a traumatic event to justify it. These unexplainable fears might be signs of deep traumas from past lives. Imagine someone who has a fear of water but has never come close to drowning or had any incidents involving it. According to many spiritual traditions, this could be a reflection of a past life where they faced a traumatic event involving rivers, oceans, or even shipwrecks. Such an event could have left an imprint on the soul, crossing the boundaries of time and resurfacing as a phobia in their current life. One documented case tells the story of a woman with a fear of fire. During a regression therapy session, she recalled losing her life in a fire in another existence. After understanding the source of her fear, she was able to overcome it and transform that energy into something positive. These phobias act as emotional echoes of a distant past, and understanding them can be a crucial step toward healing. Regression therapy is a powerful tool that helps many people access memories of past lives and release traumas still affecting their present. What about you? Is there a fear or phobia in your life that seems to have no explanation? Share your experience in the comments below. These stories are invaluable for helping others realize they're not alone. Now let's move on to something more uplifting: how instant connections with people can be clues of souls that have crossed your path in past lives. Have you ever met someone and immediately felt like you've known them for years? Or experienced that sense of comfort, as if you were reconnecting with an old friend, even though it was your first meeting? These instant connections could be signs that you've crossed paths with this person in past lives. According to many spiritual traditions, our souls travel in groups across multiple lifetimes. These souls can take on different roles in each life: friends, family, partners, or even mentors. The bond is so profound that when you encounter them again, you feel an immediate and inexplicable affinity. For example, you might meet someone today and form such a natural friendship that it feels impossible for it to be new. Or you might experience love at first sight, a connection that transcends time and logic. These bonds aren't mere coincidences. They reflect shared journeys in past lives where these souls played significant roles in your spiritual growth. Not all these connections feel positive at first. Sometimes we meet people who challenge us or evoke discomfort, yet they might also be tied to us through karmic bonds from past lives. These difficult interactions often teach us valuable lessons we still need to learn. Now think about your life. Is there someone with whom you feel a deep, unexplainable connection? Or someone who stirs intense emotions, whether positive or negative, without an apparent reason? Share your story in the comments. It's amazing how these connections can reveal so much about our spiritual journeys. Up next, we'll explore the fifth clue, which is deeply tied to your sense of purpose in this life. Don't miss it, as it might answer some of your most profound questions. Have you ever felt, at some point in your life, that you're here for a greater reason? As if there's something you're meant to accomplish, even if you're not entirely sure what it is? This deep sense of mission or purpose could be an echo of unfinished tasks or lessons from past lives. Many spiritual traditions teach that when we reincarnate, we carry a set of spiritual objectives. These goals might include learning specific lessons, helping others, or even completing something left undone in a previous incarnation. This inner calling is often so powerful that it shapes our interests, career choices, and even the people we connect with. For example, you might feel an irresistible pull toward a specific cause, like caring for animals, teaching, or helping to heal others. Or you might discover a natural ability to inspire and lead, as if it's been a part of you for a long time. These urges often point to life missions you began in other journeys and now have the chance to complete. One compelling story involves people who, from a young age, feel they know what they're meant to do, whether it's writing a book, founding an organization, or dedicating their life to a humanitarian cause. For them, this feeling isn't just a choice, but something inevitable, as if it's written into their very being. What about you? Is there something in your life that resonates as a deep calling? A goal you feel compelled to pursue, even if it seems challenging? Share your story in the comments. These missions are invaluable clues to understanding not only who you are, but what your soul seeks to accomplish. Now that we've explored these 5 clues, let's discuss why recognizing them is so important and how it can completely transform your current life. Now that you've uncovered these 5 clues, déjà vu, unexplainable talents, unexplained phobias, instant connections, and a sense of purpose, it's clear that our past lives leave profound imprints that shape our current journey. Each of these clues is like a piece of a larger puzzle, revealing who you truly are and what your soul seeks to achieve. Recognizing these signs isn't just fascinating, it's transformative. When you understand that your fears, talents, and connections are rooted in past experiences, you gain the power to reframe these elements and use them as tools for your spiritual growth. If you're ready to dive deeper into this journey, there are practices that can help you explore your past lives, such as meditation, regression, and simply reflecting on your dreams and intuitions. These tools can bring clarity and help you overcome challenges that once seemed insurmountable. Remember, you are not just the sum of what you've experienced in this life. Your past experiences, combined with the choices you make now, create a future filled with endless possibilities. Before we wrap up, I'd love to know which of these clues resonated with you the most. Share your story in the comments. Your experience could inspire others to begin their own journey of self-discovery. If this video brought value to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's also searching for answers. Together, let's continue exploring the mysteries of the soul and the infinite possibilities of our spirit. See you in the next video, where we'll continue this incredible journey of self-knowledge and spiritual growth.